This Hyatt Regency in Atlanta is probably my favorite hotel in all the world. There was not a really first-class hotel here in the 60s. John Portman was a student at Georgia Tech. He used to talk about delivering newspapers all downtown. And he said even as a kid, he was thinking about how he'd like to put up some pretty buildings down here. He was a poor boy, and they wouldn't even let him apply to Georgia Tech. And he was white. He got accepted into the Naval Academy. The Naval Academy was overloaded. So the Naval Academy put him in Georgia Tech. One of his assignments was to design a senior citizen high-rise. He went door to door interviewing senior citizens, and none of them wanted to go in a building because they wanted to sit on the front porch where they could talk to their neighbors. He came up with this idea that he could turn the front porch inside, and they could sit inside and talk across the hall and still stay in touch with their neighbors. This was an idea that he built. He took it to Hilton, and Hilton said, no, this would never work. You're wasting too much space.
Wasted space, yep. The atrium was one of the first atrium hotels ever built. Think about how iconic it was back then, and it still stands.
Not only is it still standing, but there was a cluster of 14 buildings that he had designed and built, and most of them he built like he did this. And Herman Russell helped construct this too. So this was built from the ground up as integrated. Every brick could have been put in by black and white hands together. Nobody advertised it, but everybody knew it.
Yeah.
And they saw it in the way people were received at just about any occasion. This was not only the beginning of modern Atlanta, it was where we had the last convention before Martin Luther King was killed. And that was a memorable event.